yes, I put my ear to the fucking door and I brought the phone because Diddy started going in overdrive.
They thought the wildest part of Sean Diddy Combs' sex-trafficking trial would be Cassie's tear-stained testimony. They were wrong.
I don't know if it's the truth, but they had a recording of Meek and Diddy
making love?
I heard more rumors about Dwayne than Will.
Oh, you heard rumors about Dwayne?
Look it up, Mike. It's there.
Okay, you have it? Let's hear it. What?
On day 13, the bailiff locked every phone in a pouch, the lights dimmed, and the sound of a man moaning, "Yeah, daddy," filled the courtroom. Another male voice, hoarse, laughing, took control. Seats creaked, jaws dropped, and for a full 20 seconds, nobody breathed. The judge finally hit pause, sent the jury out, and reminded everyone that federal court is not a gossip blog. But by lunchtime, the leak had already begun, and it pointed straight at two names the music world never expected: Will Smith and Meek Mill. If that sounds impossible, keep watching, because what happened next may redefine celebrity scandal forever. Cassie Ventura's 2023 civil suit painted Diddy as a puppet master of drug-laced freak-off, invite-only hotel parties where money, power, and intimidation blurred consent. She walked away with a $20 million settlement, but prosecutors say cash can't erase a crime scene. Now in criminal court, they're leveraging the same pattern. Dawn Richard, once Diddy's own Danny D. Kane protege, told jurors she saw him smash a frying pan across Cassie's face in 2009, while bodyguards stood idle. Carrie Morgan, Cassie's longtime confidant, echoed years of threat. Step out of line and the tapes go public. But testimony is emotional. Tapes are undeniable. Prosecutors just pressed play. Long before the Oscars slap, comedian Luanell joked on a late-night podcast that Will and Puff been clapping cheeks for years.
But all these motherfuckers are sick. First of all, pussy's just out of style. Nobody wants pussy no more. Everybody wants dick, even the men.
It sounded like shock humor until brother Bilal, Will's former assistant, doubled down with an eyebrow-raising visual. Dwayne Martin had Will bent like hot yoga.
And that's when I see Dwayne and having anal sex with Will.
The clip resurfaced overnight, 8 million views in 6 hours. Will calls the gossip a DMN lie, but photos show him grinning beside Diddy at half a dozen parties from 2004 to 2019, including that infamous Hamptons White Party where phones were banned after sundown. Fans overlay the images with slow zoom receipts, arguing the body language says more than any denial. Officially, Will Smith isn't charged, subpoenaed, or even a witness yet. Unofficially, prosecutors neither confirm nor deny. And in a world now flooded with NDAs, no comment sounds a lot like smoke before the fire. But the next ember belongs to Philly's favorite son, and he's not staying quiet. Meek spent years fighting for justice reform, but when Twitter claimed his voice echoed from that explicit audio, his feed erupted. "Y'all weird, stop playing with my name." Minutes later, he posted prayers for anyone weaponizing lies, then deleted everything. The whiplash only intensified suspicion. Flashback to July 2020. Billionaire Michael Rubin films Meek doing bunny hops on the tennis court after losing a friendly bet.
Count out loud. 30. Huh? 9, 40, 41, 42.
The internet laughed until someone slowed the video and focused on Diddy cheering from the shade, phone in hand. Same summer, Diddy hosted Meek's 33rd birthday, shirtless pool party, candles on a private yacht, and the now viral line, "You deserve it, daddy."
Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, daddy.
At the time, it read as mentorship. Today, every candid smile feels like breadcrumb evidence. Meek insists he's straight, trolls counter with screen caps, and prosecutors? They're reportedly negotiating limited immunity with an unnamed witness worried about perjury. Guess who the timelines suspect? If tapes raise eyebrows, witnesses raise stake. Prosecutors plan to call former bad boy acts once muzzled by ironclad contract. Dawn Richard already shocked jurors with that frying pan story. Others hint at forced signing, compliance closet, and hush money suitcase exchanged in back rooms of tour buses. Defense attorneys replied that disgruntled ex-employees chase clout and settlement. Maybe, but legal analysts say RICO statutes don't care about broken friendship. They care about pattern, and one pattern keeps resurfacing. Sex, blackmail, silent. Outside, paparazzi lenses captured Diddy's 18-year-old daughter walking stone-faced to a waiting SUV. Mascara smudged. Witnesses claim she left seconds after the explicit audio finished. No statement, just tears. Inside Revolt TV's Manhattan office, an emergency board session quietly delayed next month's funding pitch. Sprite's parent company paused influencer campaigns featuring Combs. Rumor says others will follow by quarter end. Federal agents reportedly hold 3 encrypted drives seized during a 2024 FBI raid on Combs' LA mansion. One for photos, one for contracts, one for personal media. Only the first has been unlocked. That alone introduced the mail-on-mail tape. The other 2 remain untouched, pending warrant. Legal scholars note the strategy. Reveal just enough to secure cooperation. Hold the rest as leverage. If true, more famous names might sit in that jury-sealed sound booth soon. A former DOJ official likens it to the Ghislaine Maxwell Maxwell playbook, slow drip, widening circle. And the defense? They bet jurors will see extortion, not evident, but each day without a leak feels like waiting thunder after the lightning. So where does that leave us? A billionaire producer facing decades behind bars, 2 A-list celebrities tangled in whispered audio, courtroom balancing transparency against trauma, a music industry bracing for the next subpoena. If the jury convicts, history books will mark this trial as the day hip-hop's velvet curtain finally ripped. If Diddy walks, conspiracy forums will never sleep again. Either way, the real story might still be sitting on that encrypted drive. So tell me, are prosecutors protecting the public from explicit content or protecting powerful people from the public? Comment down below with your theory, subscribe for the next drop, and remember, every rumor sounds wild until the playbacks start. Catch you soon.